Hey, my brothers and sisters in Christ, it's your brother Abel. Just wanted to share a quick word with you before I get into all that. I just want to give praise to the Most High because without Him, we are nothing. The title to this one is called Where is God When You Feel Alone? This is part one. Even when you feel alone, God is still with you. But if God is near, why don't you feel His presence or have His peace? See, Elijah was a faithful servant of God, yet he struggled with loneliness. After defeating the false prophets of Baal, he was fearful and hid in a cave, scared, defeated, and completely alone. But God had not abandoned him. If God feels distant, here are three reminders about his character from Elijah's story. Number one, you can be honest with God about how you're feeling. God appeared to Elijah and asked, "What are you doing here?" Elijah replied, "I am the only prophet left, and now they are trying to kill me too." Elijah was honest with God. He was scared for his life and doubted. How could God use his situation for good? But his honesty did not scare or offend God. Like a close friend, God didn't leave Elijah in his time of need. And the same is true for you. Never will God leave you nor forsake you. Number two, even when you don't feel him, God is always with you. Elijah's life was in danger, so he did the only thing he could think of: hide. When we are afraid, we can forget God's promise to be with us and rely on our own strength to survive. Even when we forget God's promise, he reminds us that he is near. God told Elijah to stand on the mountain. A powerful wind tore the mountain apart. After the wind was an earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire. But God wasn't in the wind, earthquake, or fire. After the fire came a gentle whisper, and it was in that moment that Elijah immediately knew that God was with him. We often look for God in the big moments in our lives, but he is also in the stillness. Number three, God reveals what you can't see. Elijah believed he was the only one left who still believed in God. But God revealed that 7,000 in Israel did not bow in worship to Baal. Elijah felt like he was the only one, but God reminded him that he was not. Loneliness doesn't always come from being alone. It can come from thinking you're alone too. Like Elijah, maybe you're in a place where you feel isolated, abandoned, or forgotten. Just remember, God will never leave you nor forsake you to the end of time. You don't have to feel God to know that he is near. God is always with you. Psalm 145, 18, 19. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. He fulfills the desires of those who fear him. He hears their cry and saves them. Matthew 11, 28, 30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. God never sends you into a situation alone. God goes before you. He stands beside you. He walks behind you. Whatever situation you have right now, be confident God is with you. Pray everyone be blessed and encouraged. If you want to know more on the prophet Elijah, go to 1 Kings chapter 17 to 19. Book is amazing and you enjoy it. Enjoy. Peace. Shalom. God bless.